Check 1, 2, right. So I'm going to speak into the mic because I am on holiday in Tunisia and it's very noisy around me. So hopefully you can hear me. Today is, I think, week 5 of my EMDR journey, and I think I mentioned on my last video that you can only get rid of, or you can only work on, you can only process the things that you're aware of, right? So I brought to the sessions things that came up from my last relationship that I thought, you know what, if this is someone's version of being with me in a relationship, I'd like to have a look at that and I'd like to work on those things because I don't want people feeling a certain way about me. However, you can't change other people, you can only change yourself. And in today's session, I looked at the feeling that I am not in control. So although I wasn't even aware that I was going to be speaking about this particular thing, because to me it was more about setting boundaries, about being assertive and standing up for myself, not feeling in control was actually the biggest feeling that came out of something from the very, very furthest past that related to how I felt in the present, i.e. I felt out of control, I felt like I couldn't set boundaries, I felt like I was overwhelmed and in a stuck position. Right, so it's that stuck position. We're also going to do a second session on the most recent event, so I haven't done that one yet. But today I felt 10 out of 10 in terms of discomfort over that memory and that feeling of not feeling in control. And by the end of the session, I felt 0 out of 10. So I feel different already. And now it's just a case of putting that into practice with everyday life, in terms of conversations, in terms of setting boundaries with people, and feeling that I'm in control of my life. Because when you've been a people pleaser for your whole life, you've got to learn who you are first. Because how can you assert yourself into the world? How can you speak up for yourself? How can you advocate for your needs if you don't know what they are? So people like me, if you're watching this and you've been a people pleaser at all at any stage throughout your life, you need to learn who you are, you need to come back to yourself, and you need to take time to do that. So people like the lovely Teal Swan say we are social creatures and we're meant to be together. So if you feel that you are happier when you're alone, if you feel like you prefer to be an introvert, sitting on an ant, if you feel happier being an introvert, it might be that you're compromising yourself when you're around others. It means that you can't be your true authentic self, which is why you like to be alone, because when you're alone you can be your true authentic self. She says, why is it when you're alone you're okay with the dog being there, you're okay with the plants being there? Because you can be your true authentic self around those. So part of it is coming back to your true authentic self, but to be able to be that person in all situations, which means advocating for your needs, and it means that other people might not like it. It's scary. Other people might leave your life, and it may be that you end up with very few people in your life for a time being, but then the people that come in, that you've cleared space for, are going to be the people that are going to stick with you because they love you for who you really are. So that's the most important positive outcome out of all this. So feeling in control, feeling like I can speak up for myself, I can set boundaries, I can look towards a future that I can be my true authentic self, is a really nice, refreshing feeling. Even this morning I was having difficult conversations and I was feeling old feelings, I was feeling old habits creeping in, like I wanted to respond in old ways. And then after the session I felt a bit of relief. I felt like I see things with a bit more clarity. Now I can choose how I want to react. And I can choose if, for example, texting someone back and forward isn't working for me, perhaps I don't want to be texted. Perhaps I want to speak on the phone. You know, how people communicate with me is down to me. How I ask them to communicate with me. It's not down to this person likes to text. Do you know what? Most of the time I need to wear glasses and I can't read text. So it makes sense that I don't text people. It makes sense that you voice note me or you give me a call. So that is a boundary that I'm going to set from now on. So that's just one example of something that you can do once you've gained control in your life, or want to set boundaries and not be a people pleaser. So short and sweet today. I look forward to sharing with you week 6, where we do the most recent events and help clear that up, and then look at all of the other events leading forward. So if you're still with me on this journey, thank you. And remember, if you're looking at doing EMDR or any other type of therapy, please speak to a doctor first and make an informed choice for yourself. This is just for information purposes only. See you on the other side.